Alright, hey you guys, it's TsubakiSwagg, and I'm coming to you with my review of Tokyo Ghoul Chapter 28, Situation and Disorder. And this chapter, I actually think is actually pretty, it looks like it was pretty awesome. I just want to point out that Takizawa is freaking OP now. Like, I can remember the days when Takizawa was this big crybaby that was always fighting with Akira because he wanted to be better than her, but she always one-upped him. And he used to, I would say that he almost hated her. And I think he even said it at one point. And now he is literally like tearing apart CCG almost single-handedly, and he is really messing up Kaneki. And you know, when I first read it, I know I felt really stupid for saying this, but when I first read it and he said Kaneki's name in this chapter, I was like, how in the world does he know Kaneki? But the CCG were looking for him for forever and a day, and they already knew that he was Eye Patch, and they figured it out. Like, they pinned it to him because he went missing around not too long after he became a ghoul. So yeah, so Kaneki is, he looks like he is about to come back. Yay, so I think it's almost been confirmed that Kaneki is going to be alive and kicking in next week's chapter. I keep wanting to say episode. In next week's chapter. I actually think that this is my first review of Tokyo Ghoul. I could be wrong, but I keep getting behind. So yeah, this whole chapter, like a good portion of the chapter was Takizawa pretty much just fucking up Kaneki and giving him what for. And Takizawa, once again, I'm back on that subject. Whatever they did to him to break his mind, they really did a number on him. Because I thought Kaneki was kind of bad, but Takizawa, he really had to go through some stuff. Like, I thought Jason was a horrible person. Whoever broke Takizawa, and I know, I want to say that it has been mentioned, but I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But the person who broke Takizawa really broke him. But it is kind of good that he does still have memory of things. Like, he was able to remember Kaneki's name, and Kaneki literally flew off the handle like he did last time when Nishio called him Kaneki. And it was just, this whole chapter was pretty freaking awesome. And I have to say, by the way, I have to mention it, I think, I won't even say that Shirazu has echolocation, but I still think it was pretty awesome that Shirazu was able to figure out Nutcracker's, I think it was her kokaku, that she was able to like plant and make traps with, and it kind of backfired on her, which I actually think is pretty awesome. But can anybody explain to me why Nutcracker's teeth are black? Maybe it's from all the nut juice that she's been drinking. I don't know. It's a possibility, but I still think that's kind of, she got all kind of babies floating around in her. But it's just, I really don't understand why her teeth are black. I don't know what the purpose of her teeth being black were. I mean, I didn't think that turned your teeth black, but if it did, there would be a lot of people walking around with black teeth, if you get what I'm saying. So, just, I've never understood that, even from when they first showed her and they showed her teeth. I was just like, why are her teeth black? That's kind of gross. But I don't believe that she did all of this to be beautiful. I mean, I've heard that semen has protein in it that's supposed to be good for your skin and your hair and all this kind of stuff, but she has a nice body. She has a banging body, but she's still not all that pretty. So you would think after maybe the 10th or 20th person that she killed and drank his nuts that she would realize that that's not really helping her for the most part, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. So, just this whole chapter. So, like I said, Shirazu kind of used like echolocation to figure out where the traps were, and he figured out that they were really simple. It's not necessarily targeted towards any specific person. It's just once you walk by them, they go off. So, it backfired on her, and she got impaled by her own trap, and Shirazu turned it back on her, and he asked her like, so what are you worth? And she was like, I just want to be beautiful. And Shirazi was actually kind of being a butthole, considering that he is half ghoul now, saying that stop talking like you're a human or something. So yeah, after that we saw like everybody going off on Rabbit, and I wanted to say like the first thing that came to my mind when they said that the best way to fight Rabbit because of his Kagune is close range, but we all know Ayato, and he can adapt to both. And I was like, close range isn't going to help you in the slightest, because he's like chopping people's heads off at close range. But then they announced later on, like a page or so later, that he can adapt to close and long range. And I was like, well, I just said that. So hopefully they got that into their heads before they went after him at close range and then got decapitated like the other two people that they showed a few panels before. So yeah, the fight with Rabbit doesn't look like it's going very well. And the thing that got me the most in this chapter was the fact that Takizawa took the headset from Kaneki and pretty much let Kaneki scream into the headset, which kind of threw me off a little bit. But I understand that Takizawa's mind is broken, but he should, I want to say he should remember some things. He remembers some things and doesn't remember others. And he should know that like all of the CCG members have like headsets and stuff. So I don't know why he was making this a whole big deal about having a headset that he could talk into. But yeah, it looks like it is pretty much confirmed that Kaneki is going to be back in next week's chapter, and I'm so happy. I'm so ready to see him like take the freak off. But I also feel kind of bad because he is going to be like leaving other people behind that he has become friends with and have made relationships with. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. Either one way or the other, he's going to mess himself up, and then he might not end up with anything. So yeah, it kind of sucks. But I really want him to be with Toka again, because when they finally could be together, he got impaled in the head, and yeah, his whole memory thing went away. And I still want to find out what happened with Heed. I don't want to believe that he's dead. I really don't. I will call BS if Heed is dead, because Heed was freaking awesome. So yeah. So, as always, I would love to hear how you guys felt about this chapter. How do you feel about the way things turned out? How do you think things are going to happen? Do you think that Kaneki, when he regains his memories of being Kaneki, he is going to like flip on the CCG? Or do you think he's still going to help and try to take out Takizawa? And just all these things are going through my mind, and I would love to hear how you guys felt about it. So yeah, so as always, please remember to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. It helps me a whole lot. And this is TsubakiSwagg saying adios.